Yeah, good morning. Good morning, all. Honest friends, is my voice is loud and clear? Honest friends, could you please confirm? Okay, guys. So let's start the session. So in today's class, we are going to discuss next topic, that is data visualization. So in today's class, we are going to start from data visualization, that is having the various kinds of plots for different types of variables, different types of plots we are having. Okay, so once we enter into the plots, okay, whatever the plots we are having, once we understand these plots, from here we can do the complete data analysis. Now, before moving into the plots, let me confirm with you guys the steps involved in the data analytics project. Last time I have discussed with you what are the various steps involved in the data analytics project. So what are the various steps means? First one means, which is project understanding. After that, you are going to collect the data from the database. Okay. After collecting the data from the database, you are going to load the data in the Python, and you are going to do the data exploration, everything in the Python. Okay. Where you are going to understand the column names, data types, and what are the different types of continuous variables and all these things. And for continuous variables, you are going to observe describe function, and you are going to check the skewness, whatever the skewness value is there, right? Skewness, what is the skewness value, and how the data was distributed, that is histogram, and is there any kind of outliers are available. So like this, we are going to work on the given continuous variable. So first we are going to have the mean, median, mode, standard deviation, that is measures of central tendency, measures of dispersion. Everything we are going to calculate. Along with that, how the data was distributed, that is histogram along with the skewness. So this is comes under data exploration. Whatever the initial data was given to you, you are just exploring the data. Coming to the discrete variables, what are the discrete variables we are having? For discrete variables, we are going to apply the unique values. What are the unique values you are having? And what is the value counts? All these things we are going to apply on the discrete variables, right? And once we observe unique values and value counts, that is each category and their counts, and we are going to apply the plot wise, it is called as count plot. So these are the things which we are going to apply on the discrete variables during the data exploration. Finally, by end of the data exploration, we have to completely understand the given data. We don't want to work on the clean data. We have to understand completely on the given data. What are the given data, that is called as raw data? First, we have to completely understand that. From there, we will do the data cleaning. Sir, for example, what are the observations you are doing in the data exploration? You are going to write all the observations. You are going to make a note of, okay, during the data exploration, note all observations. What are the observations you have made? Take a note of all observations on the given data. On the given data, what are the observations you have made? For example, some of the columns are having the wrong data. Observation, write that one. Some of the columns are having the missing values. Observation, write that one. Observations only you have to write here. What are the observations you have done? Every observation you have to write. How many columns are having the missing values? How many of columns are having the wrong data? Everything you are going to write here. And finally, then you have to do the data cleaning. Okay. So to understand this logic in a simple words for you. Okay. What are the simple words I am having? This is first step. Simple words we have to say is, in the hospital, if you go to a hospital, and if any particular patient is having any kind of problem, first they are going to do the diagnostics. In the diagnostics, they are going to complete all types of scans. whatever the reports they want to generate, every type of them. And from that, they'll conclude something and they'll start the treatment. The doctor will start the treatment. Before to that, first he'll complete all types of scans. For example, first test was blood test. Okay. For the blood test report, you have got within the 1 hour. By seeing in the blood test something, he will start the treatment immediately. So for example, you have done the multiple tests. In that, one of them is blood test, followed by some other test, other test, other test. In that, one of the test is some kind of MRI also, which the generally the report will be generated within 24 hours. It cannot be generated immediately. Assume it was generated 24 hours later. Now you have taken the multiple tests, and out of which some of the test reports you have got immediately, some of the test reports you have got after 24 hours. Now what doctor is going to do in this case? So some based on the sum of the reports, whatever he has generated for one report, one medicine he is going to add? No, na. So everything will be concluded at the end, finally. So in the same way, the moment you observe the how many missing values, immediately you should not treat the missing values. The moment you observe the outliers, immediately you should not treat the outliers. The moment you observe the wrong data, immediately you should not do. First, each and every column, complete analysis you do. I mean, complete observation you do first. Observation is different, cleaning is different, after cleaning analysis is different. 3 different stages. So first step I have told you, this is called as project understanding, which we call it as business problem understanding. Basically the heading is business problem understanding, where you are going to understand about the project. Understand about the project. This is your first step. And second step is data understanding. Heading is data understanding. Within the data understanding stage, this all comes. That is nothing but collecting the data. First, you are going to collect the data. You are going to load the data in the Python. Okay. You are going to load the data in the Python. Followed by, you are going to do the understand each and every column name. You are going to understand each and every column name. Understand each and every column name. What are the name? Meaning. Understanding means understanding the meaning. Understanding the meaning of that, not just seeing the heading. Understanding the meaning. Understanding the meaning of that. Okay. Once you have understood like this, then you are going to do the data exploration on the raw data. That is, what is the shape, what is the column names you are having. Already column names you have understood here now. So you are going to observe the data types. Okay. And whether column names are correct or not. Whether column names are as per syntax or not. Column names are as per syntax or not. If it is not as per syntax, you have to rename them. Okay. And data types. And from that, you are going to separate the list of continuous discrete variables. And for continuous variables, describe and all these things. Right. So whatever I'm writing here, this everything is there now. Every step I'm going to include in a project. When, sir? After once, sir. See, now today's class I'm going to explain you the complete data cleaning. If anything is missing in the data cleaning, once again I will explain the data cleaning, and along with the data cleaning I will cover the matplotlib. Once matplotlib is completed means I'm going to take your first project. That first project is this one. So where I'm going to include all the steps, business problem understanding to last step of analysis, and whatever you have to present, how you have to create a report in Python. One project I will completely do in the Python. Same amount of project will do in the Power BI. Same project will do in the Tableau. One project, one week it is going to have. Python will be completed in 2 days. but Power BI and Tableau will take more amount of time. Again, I have to show you. See here, point is very simple, guys. Sir, out of all of them, okay, you are going to show now. I'm going to, third step is called as, first let us complete this one. Third step is called as data pre-processing. Third step is called as data pre-processing. In the second step, data understanding. Within the data understanding, all this comes. Okay. Your data exploration is the part of data understanding. First, observations. After observations, treatment. Doctor, what they will do in the same way. Without observing complete all the reports, if you start the treatment means it leads to a wrong treatment. For example, first day, based on the reports, first day reports, initial reports, if the doctor has given the initial medicine, next day new report has got, and in that new disease has found, then what doctor is going to say? Actually, I expected this one, but actually this is the answer. So let me change the medicines. Then before one day, what are the medicines was taken? What is the use of that? So generally, experienced doctors, for example, in the market, multiple doctors are there, right? Multiple hospitals are there, multiple doctors are there. In that, some of the doctors are only very famous. Why? Why other doctors are not famous? For example, if there is some kind of heart problem, everyone will refer to one particular doctor in the entire Hyderabad. If you type in the Google heart related doctors, you'll get in terms of top doctors who are very famous, who are having the success ratio very high. For them, why it is success ratio is very high means they are going to do the diagnostic analytics very clearly. Properly, they will diagnose first. Once they diagnose the particular one, problem is rectified, right? So, to one of my relative, he has got the some kind of cancer, not now, almost 15 years back. Okay, in the young age itself, he has got the cancer initial itself. Now, at the time, we have went to the multiple hospital. Okay, I have taken my cousin to various hospitals, and that doctor has told that this is somewhat a critical stage or something like this. And one of the doctor in Ahmedabad, one of the doctor, they have identified and they told that we have compulsory we have to do the chemotherapy or some other radiotherapy or something is there. I don't remember those names, and we have to do the surgery also. But there is a risk is there, but trust us and we can do the best. There is no other option for us. Anyway, every doctor has told that we have to go with the surgery only. But at least Ahmedabad doctor has given the more trust. Now, everyone has concluded that this person will alive for at least 3 years to 4 years. But it was happened almost 16 years back. Expected was 4 years. It is almost 16 years. Now, if you go to the same person is regularly going to the hospital for regular checkup every 6 months or 1 year once. When they go, still the doctor is saying that from now at least you will have minimum 10 years. How it is happened? That here the credit goes to the doctor only, because they have properly identified. They are one of the world's best doctors. They will go for the worldwide surgeons only. So they have done properly, they have identified. Once they have identified properly, everything is okay. Otherwise, what happens? So same way in the data analytics also, proper observations will lead to a good analysis. Hurry burry, fast, observing this one, immediately answer. I want this one, miss. Then you'll get a low accuracy. Completed, project will be completed, but accuracy will be low. If I give the, for example, if I give some 10 lakh rupees to one of the person and I ask it to invest in the stock market, immediately the moment I give the 10 lakhs, he will invest. Today's buying opportunity is there. Whether today is a we got the opportunity to invest or not, whether we have got a company at low cost, low valuations or not, he will not observe anything. Okay, today you have sent the money, now I'll invest. The same thing what mutual fund people will do, they'll not invest like that. They'll keep the money with them. They'll store the money with them. And whenever they get an opportunity, then only they'll invest the money. That is the difference between a normal person versus a mutual fund person. For that reason, he is getting very high salary. For that reason, why he is not getting that much of salary, normal people. Here, the point is very simple. First, observe. Rather than reacting to anything, observe. Okay. Now, coming to the data pre-processing. In data analytics, what is the data pre-processing? Means data cleaning. For you, only data cleaning is there. Only data cleaning. And in the data cleaning, you are going to treat the wrong data. If you are having any kind of wrong data, you have to replace that one. And if you are having any kind of wrong data type, you have to convert that one. And if you are having some kind of duplicates, if you are having any kind of duplicates, you have to remove them, drop the duplicates, remove them. If you are having missing values in your data set, if you are having missing values, either you have to remove them or you have to replace them. And if you are having outliers, so you have to either remove or either you have to replace or you have to retrain them. Means you have to keep as is them. Retrain means keep as it is and analyze. Keep as it is and analyze. After that, analyze. And you are going to drop the unimportant columns. Drop the unimportant columns which are not important to you. Drop unimportant columns which are not related to you. Right? So these are the things. Right? This all comes under data cleaning. Now, where you are going to do this one? I'm going to do the entire data cleaning using the pandas, because that is the most easy one when compared to SQL, when compared to Power BI, when compared to Tableau or anything else. Pandas is the dead easy one. Right? Now, after that, coming to the data analysis. Coming to the data analysis. Now, this data analysis is, now you are making the various logical questions on the data. You are making the various logical questions on the data and observing the answers. And finally, presentation. You are going to observe various questions and observations. In that, some of the observations will be important, some of them will not be important. So here, making a presentation of all your important observations. Present all important observations, what you have observed from the data, all important observations that helps to improve your business. That helps to improve your business. What are the observations you have made? Presenting all the important observations that will help you to improve your business to the client. You are going to show, sir, these are the observations, these are the things, and from that they are going to develop their business. Right? So now point is very simple. First, I'm going to collect the data from collect raw data, the original data. I will collect the original data from SQL. And I will learn the basic SQL commands which are required. No need of complex queries, no need of that one, this one. Simply, I will collect the raw data from the SQL, and from here, I will load into Python. Once I have loaded the data into Python, loaded load the data into Python. Now in the Python, I'm going to do the step 2, that is data understanding stage and data pre-processing stage. Data understanding and data pre-processing. These two I'm going to do in the pandas. Data understanding and data pre-processing. These two, whatever I'm having, I'm going to complete in the pandas, that is in Python. I will do everything in the Python. Now, after doing this one, now from here, what I will do is, next one is, I will save the data, save the cleaned data into Excel. Whatever the Excel sheet I'm having, into the Excel or CSV file, I'll convert. The clean data I will convert into Excel. In the pandas table format is there now, data frame will be in the table now. I will convert to Excel. How, sir? I will show you now. Okay, once I have converted into Excel, now finally I will load the data. I will load the clean data in Power BI or Tableau, and I will make the plots. Power BI or Tableau in order to make the plots. Okay, so clean data I'm going to load into the Power BI and Tableau, which are the requirement. According to that, I will load the data into this, and here I will do the analysis and presentation. Analysis will be done here, and also presentation also will be done here. Which are important I will keep, which are not important I will delete. So like this, we are going to work the data analytics project by including the SQL, Python and Power BI or Tableau, anyone. Okay, with one data visualization tool. Out of all of them, which is more important means this last one also important. Why last one means? Because you are going to show to the client last one only. Before what you are doing, none of them, you are not going to show anything. So your 6 months of preparation for your semester end exams, you are not going to show to everyone. Your final exam marks only is important. Certificate only is important. For that certificate, for getting that marks, how much of efforts you have kept, and how many records you have written, how many pages of notes you have written, how many assignments you have taken, and how many days you have done the night outs. No one will ask. No one will ask. No one is important. None of them it is important. Whether you have done the for collecting that notes, you went to your friend's room, which is 20 kilometers. No one will see all these things. They want only the certificate. In the certificate, whatever the CGPA is there, that's it. No one will ask, oh, for getting this 8.8 CGPA, how much efforts you have kept, how many nights outs you have spent. None of the person will ask in the interview. What is your CGPA? They'll ask. Similarly, in the project also, for the client, we require this one. Because for the client, if you explain, sir, I have done the data cleaning, I have done this one, miss, what is this? If he knows everything, why he'll give the project to you? He will only do on his phone. Since he don't know anything, he has given the project to us. What he want? Business, how to improve. Focus only on that. Don't explain the subject. So in the pandas I have taken, miss, you take pandas, numpy, xyz. Who asked? Library name is IJK. What I have to do with that IJK library? Client will ask like this. You should not use the technical words for the client. For the client, whenever we want to present, we have to explain in simple words. Sir, in your in your company, the sales of June are very less, July sales are very high. That's it. You have to explain by showing one bar plot. For getting that bar plot, whatever the backend, you have done the analysis, extracted the data, you have written the Python code to separate the data, filters, whatever you have applied. No need to explain anything. For example, June month sales means June month directly they'll not give now. Directly to apply. They'll give in a date format. In the date format, separately we have to select the June month only. June month, we have, what are the total amount of sales we have got? We have to apply the sum, dot sum. And what are the dot sum we have applied? That one we have to store in a variable, and that variable we have to use for the bar plot. These are all the things we don't need to explain to anyone. Finally, we have to show that, so in your month of June, this much of sales are there. In the month of July, this much of sales are there. That's it. Is the point is clear? Now, for example purpose I am showing. Okay. Here as a small example purpose only, guys. So just a minute. Just for your understanding purpose only. So this is one of the PPT. Okay. There is a one mutual fund which is by Nippon India, and these people are going to invest the money, and they are going to explain based on this PPT. I want to explain this one. So here just observe. They are going to show first starts with the this one. So in this multiple plots are there, multiple things are there. So what is this entire thing? Just 1 minute. These are all not, this is a different story. Once you understand the business problem, you will understand all these things. Let us keep this one side. So here, what are the formula they are applying? Can you see? And momentum ratio, price return, standard deviation, Z-score. Can you see Z-score? And they are going to take 12 months Z-score to 6 months Z-score. Complete statistics only. Pure statistics it is. Fund was created based on the statistics. Not only this fund, most of the funds will be done. So now it is showing in terms of these are the companies and their weightages. Let us keep this one also aside. This is also not important. This one is important. See, they are explaining to us. In this fund, what are the money you are keeping? In that, how much amount they are going to keep in the capital goods? How much amount of the money they are investing in the financial? How much amount they are spending in the automobile? For example, you are keeping 1 lakh rupees. In that 1 lakh rupees, 31,000 rupees will be invested in the capital goods companies, related companies of capital goods. And financial services, they are going to spend the 17,000 rupees. Out of your 1 lakh, 17,000 will be invested in the finance companies like HDFC Bank, Kotak Bank, example purpose. And 14,000 will be invested in the automobile. Like that, they are going to show, they are explaining. This is one plot. What is this plot is called as bar plot. And next, they are explaining here. In the month of June 2018, which one is having the highest contribution? Red color. Which is red color means telecommunication. They have given the more weightage. In the December 2018, every 6 months once. June, June end, December end. Again June end, December end. So in the December, they have given the weightage to the telecom, and slowly, now what is the main weightage they are giving miss for the capital goods? They are showing that difference. So according to the market scenario, they are changing. Every time they are not fixing the one area only, one sector only. Not neither banks. One time banks will be very good. One time IT companies will be very good. One times infrastructure will be very good. Suddenly Adani will go to the top. Sometimes IT companies will go to the top. So according to the market scenarios, we are going to invest. What is this called as? Stacked bar plot. It is called as stacked bar plot. And next, this one, table. They are going to explain in the table what is the percentage they have given for each of them. Initially, see here, in this, they have given 27.5% for information technology. Now, present, as of now, no weightage also. In the June 2018, 6 years back, they have given the more weightage to the IT. Now they are not giving the weightage only. 6 years back, they have given weightage to capital goods. Now they are increased to 34% weightage. They are explaining for us by using the plot. What is this plot is called as? table plot which is heat map. Okay, this is called as heat map. Heat map means adding the colors. Which number is big number, for that one dark color, which number is light, that light colors. Like that they are going to add, right? And this one, they're just explaining in terms of how much they are giving the weightage for large cap companies, means big size companies, small size companies, medium level companies. Now present whatever they are having, almost 64.5% weightage was given to the large cap, means very large companies in the India. So risk is comparatively less. For example, they are giving this for small cap, means small companies. They may work properly, they may close also in the future. The risk is very high. For large one, the comparatively the risk is less. So who knows about this stock market and who knows about this particular funds, for them, for getting all these things, what you require, huge amount of data. From 2018 to 2024, we require the data and we have to analyze the data. In the back end, so many things are there. And finally, they have presented this one. This 30 pages slide, they have not created like that, right? So first they'll get the data and that data they'll analyze. And from that, they'll conclude everything. This is pure data analytics project. Pure data analytics project. And where it is includes the main part of statistics. At the time also they applied statistics. Now also they have to continue with the statistics only. Right? Is the points are clear? Now, the similar kind of projects we are going to do. Not exactly the same project. That project you can do on your own. I can share you the data. You can work on that similar kind. But similar kind of projects we are going to do. And finally, we'll present with the plots. Now here, what are the data cleaning we are having? This kind of data cleaning, already I have explained earlier for you, the data cleaning. Just I am revising one more time, because after data cleaning only plots will come. Plots will not come before to the data cleaning. So in the data cleaning, in the last class I have told you, if there is a wrong data is there, okay, whenever you are having a wrong data, you have to replace the wrong data. Okay, if you want to replace all values with single value. For example, wrong data might be male. Okay, like in a data set, you are having gender. In that caps lock MALE, 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 and M, small MALE, small m. This is small m. Again, small m, and M. You are having like this. Now, if you apply the bar plot, you are going to that count plot. You are going to get separate category for caps lock MALE, small m, and MALE. Like this, you are going to get separate category because that many unique values are there now. But these three of them comes under same category, right? So then what we have to do? We have to do the data cleaning. So remaining values we have to replace. So wherever the m is there, small letter m is there, I want to replace all the small m's with the MALE. Wherever the small letter MAL is there, everything I want to replace. Not only single record, all the records wherever in the entire column, wherever small MAL is there, I want to replace with this one. Any one category. Finally, three of them has to be brought into one. Why caps lock MALE? Don't ask that question. Even small MALE also okay, but everything has to be brought into one category. Any one. Because these three belongs to same. Right? Now, so like this, you are going to convert the data. All the values will be replaced with a single value. So now this one will be replaced, this one will be replaced wherever it is. So, for example, I want to replace only this one. Then you are going to use the iLock. Sir, I want to replace this one and I want to displace this one. Then also iLock. Multiple values can be replaced with the multiple values by using the iLock. Okay, in the pandas I have explained for you how to replace the multiple values. Same thing you are going to use. Okay, or either you are going to use the replace function and you are going to replace the data, right? Next, coming to the next one called as how we are going to work on the wrong data type. Whenever you are having the wrong data type, what you have to do is convert. For converting to correct data type, what is the function we are going to use is as type. What are the column dot as type and which data type you want to convert. Okay. Next, we are having in terms of duplicates. Duplicates, what we have to do? Remove the duplicates. Okay, drop the duplicates. What are the duplicate records you are having? You are going to drop the duplicates. And if you want to extract what are the duplicate records are there, you can write this one to extract the duplicates, to extract the non-duplicate records. You can get the duplicate records, you can get the non-duplicated records. Simply you can drop the duplicates also, right? Next, missing values. How to treat the missing values means whenever you are having the missing values percentage more than 30, means out of 100 records, whenever it cross more than 30%, means more than 30 records are having the missing values, that particular column has to be dropped. Okay, the column which has more than 30% of the data as missing values, that particular column has to be dropped. If it is less than 30%, only 5% or 6% or 10% of the data is missing, in that case, if it is more important column, we can't replace that values, means in that case, we are going to use the drop NA. By using the drop NA, those records will be dropped. We are going to drop the records. Whichever the records are having the missing values, records will be dropped. Right? Now, if you want to replace, okay, so how to treat the missing values? How to treat the missing values means first one is drop the column which has more than 30% of the data. Drop the column. Okay, this is one. Replace. Second one is replace with the original data. If you want to replace means your first priority always should be go with the try to cover the original data and try to replace that data. For example, in this class, if any student phone number is missing, what I have to do? I'm having the data set in that serial number, name of the student, phone number, email address. In that one of the student email phone number is missing. What I have to do? Should I fill with others phone numbers or random phone number, or should I drop that student only is not there for me? What I have to do in this case? Connect to the student and ask the student and try to fill that one. Here there is a possibility for your existing batch. For example, if your batch is ongoing and in your ongoing batch, I want to ask the students what is your phone number and your phone number is missing. So give me your phone number, miss. I'm going to fill that one. Sir, why to collect the phone number, miss? In order to have the proper communication in the future. To send a SMS whenever there is a job opportunity. For example, if the student has given a wrong phone number, who is going to have the problem? Student only will have the problem because he will only not receive any kind of update messages from the Naresh IT. Right? So like this. So just wherever the possibility is there, we are going to collect the data and we'll replace the data. Wherever the possibility is there. For example, you are working on a bank data, where in the bank data you are working on the loan data. For the loan, you require the income. One of the person's income is missing. The data is missing. Income is missing, but you have to predict the loan amount. Without income, how you can predict the loan amount? Means it is not possible. Either you have to connect to the customer and you have to collect the data of the income. What is your income and share me your pay slips or bank statement or whatever it is. Either you have to collect. If that is not possible, for example, the customer has given the wrong phone number, wrong email address, but he has submitted the documents. In that income is not there. What we are going to do in this case? The bank people will simply ignore that application. They will keep that application side. Means what is the meaning of that one? Means drop NA. Whichever the customer is not having the complete application filled properly, those records will be dropped. It will not be considered for the analysis. Why, sir? You can keep even in the analysis also now. For example, if I keep in the analysis, the loan application will be rejected now. Now the bank will get how many applications in that application accepted, applications rejected will be there. It has to go into the applications rejected, but it is not application rejected now. It comes under invalid application. It doesn't comes under rejected application. It comes under invalid application. So in this case, what we are going to do is drop NA, means those records which are having the some missing values in that entire row, wherever some missing value is there, in that row, one value is missing also, we'll drop that one. We will drop that one. Sir, dropping is best option or replacing is best option, means replace with original data is the best option. Out of all of them, which is the top priority, means replace with the original data. That is not possible. That is not possible. If that case is not there, then you have to go with the second priority. What is the second priority is replace with respect to statistical replacement. For example, as I have told you, sir, in which case we have to replace statistically, in which case we have to replace, drop this one, means very simple. For example, if you are having the bank data only, loan data, in that there is a column called as gender column. There is a column called as gender column, and there is a column called as income column. For example, income is missing. Since I am working on the loan data, income column is more important for me. I can't take the risk by replacing with the mean value. Others data, whatever the income is there, his income I can't consider, because based on that I can't approve the loans. Okay, so here in this case, what we have to do, a person who is not having the income, that particular record we have to drop. For example, the same person, income is there, but gender is missing. Then you can replace with the mode also. If it is male also not a problem, if it is female also not a problem. Because the loans are not dependent on the gender category. Right? So you can replace with whatever you want. Statistically, with the mode you can replace. In this case, you can replace. But you can't replace for the income amount. So these all things how you can understand means based on the business problem. As I have told you for multiple times, one more time, here, whenever you want to do the perfect data cleaning, the entire data cleaning process, what are the entire data cleaning process is there now? The entire data cleaning depends on the which particular project you are working, scenario. In that project, what is the scenario? For example, which type of particular project means banks also will work. In the banks, how many regular customers are there? How many irregular customers are there? That data income is not required. That case is different. In the same bank, loans is different. Observing with respect to their transactions is different. Two different examples are there within the bank. Bank means not only loans, na? They'll have multiple things. So which particular project you are working? What is the scenario? Based on that, the data cleaning will be decided. For data cleaning, there is no fixed rule. Sir, for example, if this is the case, I want to do like this. If this is the case, I will do like this. If this is the case, I will do like this. If you want a fixed code like that, then what is the use of human? If everything is fixed, if there is a fixed rule, then we can create directly a user defined function with if and else. Then there is no requirement of hiring a person for data cleaning. Directly we can create one function name, and in that function directly I will provide the clean is the function. Inside that I will provide the df. It will only do everything, and it will give us directly the output. So machines will not do like that. Machines will have if and else, elif, all these things will be done by the machines. Humans will understand the business problem. For this business problem too, they'll correlate. For machines, it is not dependent on the business problem only. If you don't tell the business problem also, it will do. For example, some of the students will come to me and they'll ask like this, sir, I'm having one column, sir. In that column, I'm having some categories are there. In that category, some of them are missing or something like this. Now what I have to do, sir, they'll ask. Some students will ask the question like this. Then immediately first thing I'll answer to the students. Okay, before asking this question, tell me what is the business problem? Without telling the business problem, just you are saying that data was given like this. Inside this one is there, miss? I'm a machine to say like this if and else. So first, whatever the question you are asking to me in the data cleaning, not to me, yourself, whatever you are doing, for this business problem, you have to add every time. For this business problem, what we have to do in this case, what we have to do in this case. So you are asking only this part to me. You are not saying this part to me. Sir, what we have to do in this case, you are asking the question. I will not answer what we have to do in this case. You have to tell me the business problem. Then I'll answer that question. If you ask properly the question, miss, I'll also give the proper answer. If you're asking half of questions, miss, I'll also give the half answers only. Question is incomplete without this word in the data cleaning. In the data cleaning, for this business problem, what we have to do? It's all depends on the business problem. Here, why we are having the multiple options means the reason behind that is, in the reality, we are having the different types of data. We are having the different types of data. When we are having the different types of data, different scenarios, for all of them, how one rule on will be fixed. It's all depends. It all depends on the data. What is the business problem and the data, right? Now, you are going to have the missing values. If you want to fill that missing values, what are the missing values you are having? So here, any column has more than 30% of missing values, drop that column. How you are going to drop that column is df dot drop columns is equal to, and you are going to write the column name, whichever the column name, right? In the pandas, I have explained for you how to insert the data, how to update the data, how to remove the data. How to update the data of multiple values at a time also I have explained in the pandas. Sir, I have forgot that one, means forget today's class also. Point is very simple. Okay. Everything are connected to each other. I have told you for multiple times. How to replace the single value, how to replace the multiple values. Everything we have discussed during the pandas class. Do you remember that one? In the pandas, what are the possibilities? Means first create a table by using the series or data frame. Later insert, update, and replace. Delete. Insert, update, and delete. In SQL, insert, update, delete. Inside this, we call it as insert only. Whereas update, we call it as replace. And delete, we call it as drop. So you can drop the records. You can drop even the columns. Okay. And next one is how to this one. If whenever you are having a column having more than 30%, that particular column has to be dropped. Now, if you want to replace with the original data, you are going to use the df.iloc, and using the iloc, right side you have to give the value. This side you have to write the index number. First you have to select that index position. Whether it is a single value or multiple values, you have to select the index position, and right side you have to give the value. In that way, you are going to replace with the whatever you want. Now, entire that particular in that column, you are having the missing values like this: 1, 2, 3 missing, 4, 5 missing, 6. Like this you are having. This is the case. 2 missing values are there. All the missing values has to be filled with a single value. Then what you are going to do is df of whatever the column name is there, dot fill na. You are going to use the fill na, and you are going to fill. So here, let me show you with an example, because this is more important for you. Just I'm repeating for one more time. Generally, I will not repeat, but since this is more important, one more time, I'm just repeating for you. So here, first I'm going to observe how many missing values are there. Let me restart the kernel. So first I'm going to observe how many missing values are there in each column. In the age column, one missing value is there. In the gender column, two missing values are there. Now I'm going to observe their percentage. What is meant by percentage means divide by total number of records. One record is missing out of how many? 6 records. Out of 6 records, one record is missing. Here 2 records are missing out of 6 records. So I'm going to divide by 6 total number of records, that is length of DF. And I'm going to get their percentage. How much percentage of data is missing in the each column? Percentage of missing values in each column. And once you have identified the percentage, whichever the column has more than 30%, that particular column you are going to drop. So see like this, whichever the column has more than 30%, that particular column I am going to drop. Here gender column is having 33% of the data, that is 2 out of 6 records. Sir, I want a percentage perfectly, sir, into 100. Into 100 means you will get the percentage directly. Right? So you are going to have the 16% of the data is missing in the age column, 33% of the data is missing in the gender column. Drop the gender column. Whichever the column has more than 30%, drop that one. Right? Next, if you want to drop a single row, see, after dropping, now if I print my DF will have, after gender will be there or gender will not be there? Gender will be there as it is. Why, sir? You have dropped? No, sir. After dropping, where you have saved? I have not saved now. Left side, is there any variable name? No. This is just printing. Why it is printing? Because in the Jupyter notebook, the last line will be printed. That is the reason it is printing. For example, if I write here, A is equal to 10, where is the first line where it is printing? Earlier you have printed now. Where is that now? Where is that now? Now, if I write here A is equal to 10, and if I write A, only A is printing. What about the first line? Why it is not printing? Only last line of the Jupyter notebook will be printed automatically. Okay. Now, so it is printing the reason this one. Now it is not saved. It is printed only. Now here still my DF is as it is like that. Now if you want to drop the rows wherever the missing values are there, at least one missing value is there in that row, that entire row has to drop. Means you are going to use the df dot drop na. You are going to use df dot drop na. And if you want to fill with the missing values, now you are going to use like this. See, again I'm printing my df. Now I want to fill the missing values. What are the missing values are there? This one, this one, this one. All the missing values you want to fill with the same thing? No, column wise you have to select. If for an entire data frame, if I select like this, instead of selecting a single column, if I select df dot fill na, in the entire data frame, wherever the missing values are there, everything will be filled with 5, which is a wrong one. It should not be filled like that. I have to select a particular column. In that particular column only it has to be filled. Others it should not be filled. So now similarly I want to fill in the gender this value, or you want to fill with both of them with a single value, or you want with a different values. Different values means then you have to go with the iloc function. Iloc. If you want to fill with the same value, all the missing values you want to fill with the same value means all the missing values, fill all the missing values with the same value means in that case you are going to use the fill na. For example, I'm going to use the df of gender. So in the df of gender, two missing values are there. These two missing values I want to fill with, what is the value I want to fill, miss? I want to fill with the male. So the two will be filled with the male. After that, you have to save. Left side, you have to write. If you want to save into a new variable, write a new variable. If you want to save into a same variable, left side also write the same variable name. If you write left side same variable name, it will be stored in the same variable. If you write left side new variable name, for example, I am writing new variable name df gender 1. Now you will get a new variable. Separately, a new variable will be created. For example, if you write like this, then in the original one only it will be replaced. Is the point is clear? You are writing left side new variable name, old variable name. New variable name is new column. Old variable name is replacing the existing one. In the dictionary, I have told you this one. Okay. How to replace the key value inside the key. How to add a new item. If that key name is not available, it will be added. If the key name is already available, it will replace the value. Right? Sir, again, suddenly why dictionary, sir, all these things, because everything are connected to each other. Now, suddenly you are saying these functions means, if in the tomorrow, if anyone asks you what is the backend code of fill and name is, what you will say? In the interview, this is a function. Okay, inbuilt function. For every function, some code will be there inside. What is that code if they ask you? How it works if they ask you? No, sir, don't ask all these questions. Fill and name is fill and name. You'll say in the interview like this, huh? Don't ask the logics. Work is completed or not completed. That only is important. Then it will be rejected. Okay. Many people, they'll say that df dot, how to check the total number of missing values means df dot null dot sum. Everyone will say this one. How? How? If they ask the question, how many of you know? Raise your hand first. Rise. Guys, rise. Who knows this one? Rise. df dot is null dot sum. What is the meaning? It gives the total null values in each column. Okay. What is the backend code? How it is working? First, df dot is null. df dot is null will give what? True or false. Wherever the null values are there, it will give the true. Now dot sum. Dot sum means it is going to add one by one. Now you are going to get true or false, but true or false dot sum if you apply, why you are getting a number? Huh? Answer properly. So whenever we apply the arithmetic operators, automatically the Boolean value will be converted to int. That is, true will be converted as 1, false will be considered as 0. 1, here 1, 2, null, and 3, 4 is there. First, if you ask df dot null, it will give this one as false because it is not a null value. False, true, false, false. When you apply dot sum, plus will be applied here. And finally, the answer is 1. This is the way it works. Everyone will say this one. But what is the meaning of this one is important. Yes. When we apply the arithmetic operators, the Boolean will be converted to int. That I have explained during the typecasting. Of course, in this class, some of the students, they are coming for the class for enjoying purpose. Ignore those students. At least remaining students, please respond. Okay, interview questions. Now almost we are in the last month of the course now. If I say last month, sir, when we'll cover this one, don't ask that stupid question. Everything of the syllabus copy will be covered. I can't tell for multiple times. Okay, just only one thing I am going to say is prepare properly. If you are not preparing properly of the previous classes, miss, it is going to be a problem. You are always focusing on the what we have not completed. I am focusing on how much strong we have completed till now. Instead of focusing on what we have to complete it, what we have to complete, instead of that, focus on how much strong in the subject, how much strong in the subject, what we completed. Focus on this one. Because this one will give the job, not what we complete will give the job. Okay? Don't overthink that, sir, when this will be covered, sir, when that will be covered, sir, when that one, sir. Always having the intention, what we not have. Whatever we not have, that one only we want. That is the life. Every person wants that one only. If you don't have the job, means we want the job. Once we get the job, means, sir, we want this much house. Once we get the house, means this one. Whatever we don't have, that one only we want, and again we'll get excited for that one only. Life is only that one. Every person will do the same, including me, including you. Everyone will do the same. But initial stage of whatever the job we have to get, instead of rather focusing on that, we have to focus on this question. For this question, how much answer you are having, that is the most important for getting the job. Okay? Whether you believe or not, I don't know. By end of this month, obviously the entire syllabus will be completed. In the syllabus copy, whatever is there, everything will be completed. XLR, that one or this one, or don't ask everything. In the syllabus copy, every letter will be completed. After completing every letter, okay, completed, projects will be completed. Whatever I have told you in the demo, everything will be done. I will share you the demo recording also at the end for you. And I'll ask whatever I have discussed in the demo and everything was done or not, please confirm me. Then only I will close the batch. I will say like this. And you're also going to confirm that, yes, sir, you have covered everything. You will say at the end, then only I will close the batch. This will happen in the future. And at that time, if you understand that, okay, syllabus, when it will be completed, when it will be completed, when it will be completed, finally completed. Now what? Now what? Placement now. Now placements I will share you. Wherever the placements are there, I will share you. Now what? After that, what is the next step? You will apply for the companies. Okay. Next, you will go for the interview. Next, you will fail in the interview. Next, again you will come in, sit in the classroom. Now you will start studying where we have made the mistake. Right? This is the order now. Without subject, who will give the, which stupid will give the job? You are excited to complete the course. You are excited to complete whenever we go to the placement, but you are not excited whether we get selected or not, which is most important point you are ignoring. I'll send tomorrow morning only to a company. Till today, whatever you have completed, with the today's topic, I will conduct a test tomorrow. If you complete with respect to maximum marks, I will give the job. Now, how many of you are ready? Raise your hand. Tomorrow only. Tomorrow evening, I will release the offer letter for you. Rise. Both offline and online. Anyone? How many of you are ready? Till whatever we have discussed, based on that, I'll conduct the test. Tomorrow evening, I'll release the offer letter. This is the scenario. At least online students are better. 1 or 2 students, because we can't see their face now. They're maybe. Right? So don't always focus on the what we have not completed. How much strong in the subject till what we completed. Till today, what we have completed. In that, if any person asks any question, whether we are able to answer that one or not, that is more important. Because this one only will give the job. Sir, what is the last date of course, sir? When this will be completed, sir? Sir, whether we'll cover this one or sir? All these things will give the job. No, na. Right? Simply focus on what you want. Exactly. Right, guys? So just I'm saying one more time. Practice every day of what we have completed previous one. Practice means not today's one only. Revise the previous one also. And don't get inspired by the people who are waste people in this class. Okay. For example, for example, let us take me and my friend. Okay. My friend is not doing anything. In the hostel, he will not prepare. Every time he'll spend on the PUBG or some other games, Candy Crush or something. And he will go outside. He'll spend the time. Today, he will go to the Pushpa movie also, if possible. So he will do enjoy. Okay. He will do whatever want. I will also see him only every day. What he is doing, I am observing every day. Finally, he is not preparing well. I will also not prepare. Because he is my inspiration. Na? So I will also not prepare. Every day he is not preparing, he is not sitting in the lab. Arey, after the class, let us go to the lab. Arey, let us go outside. Ra. Okay. Outside? Okay, done. You are going now, I will also go. Done. Now, at the end of the course, this person has not got the job. Now, sir, I am not getting the job. With whom you got inspired, Amma? You are comparing everything with your friend only, na? During the study time, you are comparing with this person. After this also compare with the same person. After the course also compare with the same person. During the course, you will compare with this person. After the course, you will compare with the persons who got the job. Huh? What is this logic? When you are comparing with this person only during the preparation, compare this one only every time. Tomorrow, this person will never get the job and finally he will start the business. You will also do the same. Compare properly. If compare, do everything perfectly. Don't do half of. If you want to compare with this person, means compare for everything. For preparation, comparison, one person. For getting job, another person. For getting settled, one person. What is this comparisons? When you want to compare with the person who has got the job, you have to compare how much efforts he has kept for getting that job also. Have you kept that type of efforts or not? We have to compare. Efforts will be compared with the waste people. Job will be compared with the high level people. Company CEOs will compare. Right? Point is very simple, guys. I have observed because after the class, when you go outside, I will also come outside now. I have observed when some of the students are saying that, let us go to the lab, miss. Some of the students will say that, no, I am going outside. You enjoy. They will say like this. These people, by seeing them, they will also go outside. Doing with your friend whatever you feel correct now, continue with the same. After that, if your friend doesn't get the job, for you also you will not get the job. Fix that same answer. Okay. That is by default human nature attracting towards the stupid things. That is human nature. By default, every person will be inspired or get attracted towards the bad things very easily. Okay. Again, I'm discussing only related to subject point of view, your preparation point of view. I'm not going to focus on individual character wise. That is not related to me. I don't want to enter into that. I want only subject. Okay. And in terms of preparation, a proper good preparation will lead to the job. A worst, if you don't prepare properly, it never get the job. Whether it is in Naresh IT, whether you pay 10 lakhs course fees also, same answer. In every batch, good people will be there. In every batch, waste people will be there. That is common. With whom you will get inspired, that is the question. With the people who are going to the lab and preparing sincerely, with those people you will get observation and based on that you will change. Or the people who are enjoying outside, with those people you will get inspired. That is individual. Depends. Is the point is clear? So make sure that you are preparing everything very clearly and how much strong you are in the subject till what we have discussed. Don't think about what we will be discussed. Everything will be completed. Course means everything will be completed by the end. Right? Now, coming to the outliers, as I've told you, outliers. Here, multiple questions are there related to outliers. First one is, what is outlier? What is outlier means? Which is distinct from other data points is called as outlier. Now, how to calculate an outlier? Calculating point is Q1 minus 1, whichever the value is less than Q1 minus 1.5 into IQR is called as an outlier. The value which is greater than Q3 plus 1.5 into IQR is called as an outlier. That is called, for this question, that is the answer. How to identify the outliers? Means by using the box plot. Box plot will represent the 5 numbers along with the outliers. Box plot will represent the 5 numbers along with the outliers. If outliers are not yes or no, we can identify by using the box plot. Next, how to extract the outliers? By writing the condition. So by writing what condition? Just here, I'm writing the, first I'm going to calculate lower limit and upper limit. Whichever crosses the less than lower limit is an outlier. Whichever is above the upper limit is an outlier. How to identify the outlier means by using the box plot. So in the box plot, I'm going to get, there is an outlier. This is represents outlier. How to extract the outlier means by writing the pandas condition. Wherever the value is less than lower limit or wherever the value is greater than upper limit. Like this, I'm going to extract the outliers. Okay. Next, how to treat the outliers? This is the next point. How to treat the outliers? How to treat the outliers means you are having in terms of remove, replace and retrain. Remove means you are going to remove the outliers. Sir, how to remove the outliers, sir? See, here already you have extracted outliers now. Next question. How many number of outliers are there? The question is, how many outliers are available in your data set? How many outliers are there? If this is the question, then what is the answer? If this is the question, answer is, what are the data frame of outliers are there? Dot shape. In that, I want rows. In order to get the rows, shape will give the tuple. Tuple of what? Number of rows, comma, number of columns. I want only rows means what I have to do? Index number of 0. So how many outliers are there means? One outlier is there. What is the index numbers of the outlier? Next question is, what are the index numbers of outliers? What are the index numbers? Index numbers of outliers in your data. What is the index numbers? How to get the index numbers means you are going to get the index numbers. What are the outliers you have created? The data frame dot index. Dot index gives the index numbers of the records to list. To list, it will convert to list. And this is the index number. If one outlier is there means 1 will be there. 20 outliers are there means 20 values will be there. Now, next one is how to drop the outliers. If you want to drop the outliers, now tell me guys, how to drop the rows? How to drop the columns? You know, how to drop the rows? df dot, how to drop the rows? Drop. Inside the drop, what we have to write? Index is equal to. And here, whatever the list of index numbers are there, that one you copy and paste here. 1 means 1, 20 means 20. 500 outliers are there means 500. Is the point is clear? This is how to drop the outliers. Now, if you want to drop the outliers, whether dropping the outliers is a correct option or wrong option means it is a wrong option. Why? For example, first you have remove the outliers. And after removing the outliers, again you have checked. For example, 100 records are there. Out of 100 records, 20 records are having outliers. 20 records are outliers. Now you have removed them. Now total how many? 80 records are there. Balance. For 100 records, outliers are available. You have observed the box plot. Some outliers are available. Top side, bottom side, whatever it is, some outliers are available. Now for 80 records, one more time you applied the box plot. Now again outliers are available. How, sir? You have dropped now. That is the question. here once we drop the outliers, also, sometimes even after dropping the outliers, still some outliers will be present. The reason behind that is after removing the outliers on the data, now new outliers will be calculated on the new data. That is for remaining 80 records, Q1, Q2, Q3, lower limit, upper limit will be calculated. For the 80 records, new numbers will be calculated. So whenever you are giving the box plot, in the box plot, it has to represent the 5 numbers, and whichever the number crosses on that now. For this 80 records, 5 numbers will be calculated. Why it will go to the 100 records? Because you have provided this data now. Which data you have provided, for that data 5 numbers will be calculated. So again, the fresh outliers will be visible. Sometimes, though you have removed the outliers, again you are applying the new box plot on the new data also. Again outliers will be there. Again you will remove. Again outliers will come. Again you will remove. So remove is not the right option. Generally, we should not do the remove of the outliers. Then what we have to do is we have to check first outliers. So what are the data you have extracted for outliers now? Here you have extracted the outliers, right? First you have to observe what is this outlier is. Why you have received the outlier? First you have to observe what is the reason behind that. Is there any data entry mistake? If it is a data entry mistake or some kind of mistake, we have to replace them with the original data. No, sir, it is not data entry mistake. It is normal only, miss. In that case, we are going to replace the outliers wherever the upper limit, that is, whichever the value crosses more than 52.5, I want to replace with 52.5. Whichever the value is less than 8.5, I want to replace with 8.5. Because this is the maximum limit. In the outliers, this is the maximum limit. This is outlier. Instead of replacing this outlier with the center value, median value, I'm replacing with the lower limit value. This distance is low or this distance is low. Instead of bringing directly that value from that number to directly to the center number, instead of decreasing that much of value, I'm decreasing to the lower limit. Whichever the value is greater than this one. For example, 59 is there, which is an outlier. Now 59, if I replace with the median 33, from 59 to 33 replacing is better, or 59 to 52.5 is replacing is better. It will be close to the original data now, at least comparatively. So whichever the value crosses more than 52.5 limit, I'm going to modify all the values to 52.5. Upper limit I'm giving. This is maximizing. You should not cross more than this number. Whichever the value is less than 8.5, I'm going to replace with 8.5. So all the values, see here 59 is there now. 59 will be replaced with 52.5. And if I apply the box plot now, because here 59.5 was replaced with 52.5, now outliers will be there. This concept is called as replacing outliers with statistic value. Lower limit and upper limit values are not given by me, not random values. They are statistical values. Replacing the outliers statistically with lower limit and upper limit values is called as Winsorization technique. Replacing the outliers with upper and lower limits is called as Winsorization technique. Like this, we are going to replace the data. Separate. Individual column wise you have to do. Individual column wise you have to apply the box plot in the data exploration, and you have to take a note of which columns are having the outliers. You have to write them. Accordingly, you have to treat them in the data cleaning. In the data exploration, you have to apply the box plot for each and every column separately. For each and every column, you will get the outliers separately. In that, which columns are having the outliers, you have to make a note in the notes. These are the columns are having the outliers. And which columns you have written in the notes, those columns in the data cleaning stage, you have to clean them during the data cleaning stage. Is the point is clear for everyone? Obviously no. That is the reason outliers will impact only on the mean but not on the median. Recheck once again. Take any data set of your choice with some outliers, and with replacing of Venn technique, calculate the median. Without that one, calculate the median. You take any example of your choice. Take 10 values. Write in the notes 10 values of your choice. Any 10 values. Out of 10 values, for 2 of the values, you add 3 zeros more. Obviously, that's going to be the outliers. Now, whatever the values you have taken as outliers, with outliers, you calculate the median. Without outliers, you calculate the median. That is, after replacement, you calculate the median. Median will be less impacted. Mean will be impacted. Already I have told you earlier in the descriptive statistics. Right? So why here 8.5 means 8.5 is the lower limit value. I already calculated lower limit value and upper limit value. These values only I'm going to give. Point is clear? Sir, other than lower and upper limit, can't I give any other numbers? You can choose. That is your choice. For example, you want to restrict. For example, weights you are getting, student weights you are getting. Some students' weights are very high, 140, 150 kgs are there. And it is an outlier. You want to restrict all the students to up to 100 only. Whichever the student weight is crossing more than 100, you want to replace with 100. Then you write here 100 only. Then it crosses more than 100, you will replace with 100. If it is not crossing 100, it will not replace. Okay, is the point is clear for everyone? So that is a data cleaning point. And in tomorrow's class, we'll cover the matplotlib. And once matplotlib, all the plots once I explain, from there we'll start the projects from Monday one by one, which includes all the steps. As I've told you now, these are the steps of the project. In every project, all the steps will be included from Monday. Sorry. సో ఫార్వర్డ్ ఫిల్ అంటే ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ మీకంటే ముందున్న వాల్యూ ఏదైతే ఉందో దాన్ని రీప్లేస్ చేస్తుంది టైం సిరీస్లోకి వస్తుంది అందుకోసమే ఇక్కడ చెప్పలేదు రైట్ డన్ ఇఫ్ ఎనీవన్ హ్యాస్ ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ ప్లీజ్ ఆస్క్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్ యూ ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ఇఫ్ నో క్వశ్చన్స్ ప్రాక్టీస్ ఆఫ్ వాట్ ఎవర్ వీ హ్యావ్ కంప్లీటెడ్ టిల్ టుడే yes so please what I'm going to share you the task related to data cleaning. Okay, I'm going to upload the data cleaning task. Please complete the task. And as inference statistics also task was not uploaded for you, I'm going to share even that. This Saturday you are having the exam in your class timing. Syllabus includes from starting to till Friday. Starting to till Friday. It includes core Python, includes Python for data science. What are the SQL part we have covered? Remaining things, everything, whatever we have covered till Friday. This Saturday you are having the exam. Just show me how much knowledge you are having of what we have completed till now. Okay, is the points are clear? Saturday your class timings only, not different timings, only in your class timings for both offline and online students. Okay, done. Already I have uploaded now. Could you please check? Swagat, you are going to get the application from Monday. When we take the first project now, you'll understand automatically. When we work on the different data sets, you'll understand. First, we'll take on the Monday one project. I mean, one data set. For that, we'll do the every step now. Then automatically you'll get a complete clarity of what we have done. In which case, which one has to be done. In which case, which one has to be done only is your experience. That experience, how you are going to get missed by practicing on the various data sets. Right? Done. Others, you can leave. If no questions, you can leave. I'm going to upload the data cleaning task and everything.